Well, hi everyone, and welcome to Community Journal. We're very happy that you joined us today, and we have an interesting show for you. And of course, here we are in the middle of April, and a couple of big holidays just right around the corner. Right at the top of the show, we'd like to wish those that are celebrating Hanukkah, happy Hanukkah, and excuse me, those that are celebrating Passover, a happy Passover, and of course a happy Easter for those that are celebrating Easter. So now that we've done that, how are you?
I'm doing just fine, Jack.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, very good. And we have a very special guest with us today.
Yes, we do.
And, you know, unfortunately, we see more and more of this, folks suffering from Alzheimer's. And luckily, here on the Cape, we have a wonderful program, and we'd like to introduce Melissa Weidman, who is with the Alzheimer's Family Support Center. She happens to be the Director of Community Engagement. Welcome.
Thank you, Jack and Eileen. So nice to be here.
And it's so nice to have you, and you know, you've got to tell us, you know, what you folks are doing.
Well, as you said, there's a lot of people on Cape Cod. We estimate approximately 10,000 who are diagnosed currently.
10,000.
And that doesn't represent all the people that have not been diagnosed. And when you think that each one of them has people in their family or people who are caregivers for them, all of us have been touched in our families. We all know someone who has some form of memory impairment. Alzheimer's is the most commonly known, but any form of memory impairment is a really tough challenge for caregivers.
Yes, I can imagine.
And here on the Cape, we believe that many of these caregivers are alone, they're isolated, there's a lot of shame and embarrassment around it, and we want to help relieve the burden on them and support them. And so we have a wide range of services that are all free of charge.
Oh, wow.
Ah,
That's wonderful.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, and we approximately serve 800 clients per month right
Oh, my
now
goodness.
with support groups in every town on Cape Cod. We do trainings. We have something called the Savvy Caregiver Training, 6 weeks of training for caregivers on what the disease is about, how to understand ways of communicating that makes things less stressful for all involved. We do one-on-one consultations, and we have a model where we do online family meetings. So a lot of people, their adult children aren't on the Cape. They may be anywhere in the world. So we can get them all together through the miracle of the internet.
Wow.
And
amazing.
so we do a lot of stuff, and we do a lot of cultural and fun events so that people can come out, interact, support each other, because it's all about not being isolated and having the community help take care of something that's part of all of our lives.
Wow.
One of those events is upcoming in May.
Right.
Yeah,
Yes.
very special event.
Yeah, so on Saturday, May 11th, we're having the Dave Burtwell Memorial Walk for Alzheimer's, and particularly here in Harwich, we're very excited. We want to get the entire Harwich community to come because this has been part of this community for 13 years. Many people remember Barbara Ann Foley, who
That's
is
right.
retired recently
Yes.
as director of the Harwich Senior Center. She started this in memory of her father, Dave Burtwell, who had dementia. And it has now grown. And so on May 11th at 11 a.m., we want to see the entire Harwich community and all the towns around come out and be part of supporting these services for the people that we love. It's a walk, but it isn't an athletic walk. If people can't walk, we have all kinds of fun activities. We're going to have the Sound Dunes, which is a wonderful
Oh, we've
big
heard them.
band.
They're a
Yes,
great
they
band.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're having Brenda Vasquez, who's the director of the Dennis Senior Center, who's trained in dementia-friendly salsa dance instruction.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Very
So we're
good.
going to have a salsa, very simple, easy beginner salsa dance floor instruction and a free barbecue. Everything's free.
Wow.
Wow.
We
That
love
sounds great.
donations, but people are not required to donate. There's no fee. You can walk in memory of whoever you want. Children are welcome. Elders are welcome. Pets are welcome. It's something that we really want to do together. All of us as part of this community to keep sustaining these services so that we can really make this available to all who need it.
Yeah, I didn't realize that this had grown so much in the past 13 years. It's wonderful to hear that, the services that you're providing.
Yeah, well, actually, the Alzheimer's Family Support Center started 5 years ago.
Oh, I
okay.
see,
And,
okay.
and Barbara Ann, when she retired, sort of handed this over to keep
Okay.
us, so we can keep it going.
Nice.
And that's what we really appreciate, is
That's
that there's
wonderful.
all these creative ways in which the community can really be part of making this
Now,
happen.
the center has a physical building, I would assume.
We do. We
Yeah.
have a building on Route 6A in Brewster, and that's 2095 Main Street in Brewster. But as I said, we have support groups in every town
That's
on
amazing.
Cape Cod, and we do consultations all over the regions. So people can just call us. Our number's 508-896-5170, or go to our website, www.alzheimerscapecod.org. You'll see all the information about our services and our events. We also have fun things, like we have an intergenerational chorus in East Ham
Oh, wow.
Really?
with 4th and 5th graders, people with disease, and caregivers. And we're starting a series at the Katuitt Center for the Arts with arts and music. So we do all kinds of amazing stuff that just helps people feel like they have places to go. Every activity that
Wow.
we do, we offer respite so people can bring the person with the disease, and we
That's
have
so important.
activities for them, because otherwise they may not be able to get out
Right,
together.
right.
You know, so that will also happen at the walk. That will be able to have people of all abilities and all kinds of
Wow.
interests.
Well, it certainly sounds like you're really making a lot more available to folks, and it is so important. And you have a business card. Where can people get more information, physical information? I know, like, older folks like to have something on paper.
Yeah, well, you know, because we do our support groups in most of the senior centers and a lot of the long-term care facilities, we have our materials on site
do.
in all of those places, or they can just call, we'll mail them, whatever they want.
That's, good to know.
Or stop by the office in Brewster.
Very good.
Is there any information at the COA here
Oh,
in Harwich?
absolutely.
Good.
And
Wow,
right
wonderful.
here at the COA in Harwich, which we love. And we just had our kickoff five-year anniversary party here, and had 70 people came for a tea
Fun.
a couple of weeks ago. And so we're really delighted and very grateful for the support. And we especially welcome businesses to be part of this, and other organizations, and show that you're part of the solution for this challenge that we all have here.
Wow. Wonderful
We're grateful
information.
for you and for all that you and your organization do.
Thank you.
That's
Because
for
it's
sure.
very needed here in the Cape, as you pointed out.
Yes.
So needed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Melissa, thank you so much for taking time. You must be
Thank
a
you.
very busy person, and we really appreciate you taking time coming in and giving us more information. And again, let's give out the date for the walk.
It is Saturday, May 11th. That is Mother's Day weekend. It makes a wonderful kickoff to
That's
the
right,
weekend.
it
Perfect,
is,
Bring,
yes.
bring your mother, bring your kids, bring everybody.
Excellent, yeah.
At 11 a.m. we'll be starting to gather at Brooks Park, and if you're in Harwich, you know where that is, on Oak Street. And we'll have a barbecue and music and dancing and walking and community.
Wow.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
You
Thank
covered
you.
it all.
You
Thank you
did.
very much,
Thank you
Melissa.
again, Melissa.
Thank you
We
so
appreciate
Hope
it.
to see as many of you as can make it
That's right.
on Saturday, May 11th, 11 to 2, Brooks Park.
Very
right here in
good.
Harwich.
Thanks,
Thanks
Eileen.
again.
Now we're going to turn to the latest in the COA update with Emily Mitchell and Dinah. They sat down together. So let's take a look and see what's going on at the Council on Aging.
Hello, I'm here with Emily Mitchell of the COA.
Thank you for having me.
So nice to see you, as always.
Likewise.
And I understand you have some things to talk about the Friends.
Yes.
There are some trips coming up.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
And a few changes as well.
Yes. So
Okay.
I'll start with the not as exciting part.
Okay.
As I'm sure folks know, our Stop and Shop workers are on strike. Twice a week, our van does make trips to Stop and Shop. So for the duration of the strike and the negotiations, we're going to be going to Shaw's instead of Stop and Shop. So that affects our Wednesday afternoon trips and our Thursday morning trips. I do want to mention we are trying to work with folks who have prescriptions at Stop and Shop. So if anyone has to get to Stop and Shop for prescriptions, just let us know and you give us a call. No details needed, just say that that's where you need to go, and we'll make sure you still get there on either that Wednesday afternoon or Thursday morning. So hopefully that'll be a temporary change to our schedule, but that will be the way things proceed for as long as they need to.
Okay, good. Well,
Yes.
that's a good thing for people to know about.
Absolutely.
Particularly if they have to go for the prescription.
Exactly,
Okay.
yes. So then the more exciting things, as I've mentioned a couple times, I think when you've been kind enough to have me here on Channel 18, our friends of the Harwich Council on Aging have really been pushing their van trips. They've made a huge move to incorporate more fun trips to bring our seniors out into different places in the community. So I have their May and June trip list. So they have trips, they're all Friday trips. So May 10th is the first Friday trip, and they're going to Woods Hole Oceanographic Institute. So that should be a great day. They'll also stop somewhere for lunch, and they can pick people up either at their home or here at the COA. So options for folks either way. They do call the friends directly. I'll say the phone number now and I'll say it again when I'm done talking about these trips just so people have it. But their direct phone number is 508-432-5050.
And that is May 10th?
Yes, that is Friday, May 10th.
Okay. And how many people can that accommodate?
They can take up to, it varies a little bit, either 13 or 14. And then sometimes they have their own aide go on. So depending on if they have an aide going on the trip, that changes the number. So 13 safely, but perhaps 14 if it's a trip without an aide.
Okay, and they just have to call the number that you just gave
Absolutely.
to make a reservation?
Yes.
Okay.
And then someone from the friends will give them a call back if the trip is already full or if there's a waiting list.
Okay.
Yes.
And if they don't hear back, does that mean they're in?
They're in, yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. So then they have another trip the following week, so May 17th, another Friday, and they're going to the Cahoon Museum of American Art, so that'll be another fun trip. And then moving on to June.
Where is that located, the Cahoon Museum?
That one's in Cotuit.
Oh.
And it's, I'm looking at their description here, and it's a museum that has collection of art representing nearly every medium. So paintings, 3D art, paper, furniture from the 18th century. So a wide variety of different things that they can check out when they go to the museum.
That's great. I didn't know about that museum. That's terrific.
Yeah, it should be a good trip. Then June 14th is another Friday again, and that's the Osterville Historical Museum. So that's, again, June 14th. And then June 21st, that's the last trip for this May-June schedule. They're celebrating the summer solstice. How exciting that it's coming up so quickly. And so it looks like they are going to be doing a peek at this. They're just looking at the highest points in the sky to celebrate the summer solstice, so different outdoor adventures that day. So that's for the Friends trip, which is exciting.
Lots of options.
Definitely.
Lots of fun options. Yeah,
Yes.
that's great.
And then another exciting thing, so the Friends are also doing a card making workshop. They've done them in the past, very, very popular events. And so that's going to be May 31st at 4 p.m. They're doing a card making workshop. So the member of the Friends board will be purchasing the supplies in advance. And so you just come to the class. It's a $15 class to sign up for. And you'll have all the supplies there. It's not specific to any occasion, so whatever type of card you want to make, you'll get to do during that class and take them home. And they've looked really beautiful and been exceptionally popular in the past.
And did you say they register for that as well?
They do, yes.
phone.
And they call that same phone number I said before, the 508-432-5050.
And that's the Friends number?
It is, yes.
Okay, okay,
Yes.
great. All right, sounds good.
And then I just had one last thing. I'm sorry to take up so much of your time. But in June, we'll be doing a pre-planning luncheon. So this is something that's been done in the past. I think the last time was 2017. But basically what it is straight talk about death and dying. So we're not shying away from any difficult topics. Robin Kelly, the cemetery administrator, will be talking about what it's like to plan a funeral and purchase a cemetery plot, those types of things. We'll have representation from veterans agents to talk about veterans benefits, from elder attorneys. We've had folks from our police and fire departments speak in the past. I'll probably speak about some COA programs that have any relation to death and dying and planning. So it'll be a really good event, and I'll have more for you when I come back in May, more hard details about who specifically will be speaking.
Okay, all
Yes.
essential information for
Absolutely.
everybody to know.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, and please don't worry about taking up our time. It's a
Thank you.
pleasure.
I
And-
appreciate it. I'm glad to
And
be
it's
here.
all great for people to hear about. So thanks so much for coming in, Emily.
Thanks, Dinah. I appreciate it.
Yep. This is Dinah Lane at Channel 18 in Harwich. Thank you.
Well, great update from Emily and Dinah, as always.
Yep.
It's a great interview between those two.
Always.
Yeah, and COA offers so much. It's
Oh.
we're very lucky around here.
We often say it, but it's the truth.
Yeah, it's very, very true. You have some announcements.
I do. In fact, these two happen to be on the same weekend, different places, but same weekend. Arbor Day seedling giveaway is happening once again, sponsored by the Town of Harwich Conservation Department, and it's going to be happening in the Town Hall parking lot Friday, April 26th from 9 in the morning until noon. And of course, the Town Hall, if you don't know it, is at 732 Main Street in Harwich. And you're wondering, I suppose, what they are offering this year. Well, they are offering pawpaw and persimmon trees, false indigo shrubs, maidenhair fern plugs, northeast pollinator wildflower seed mix, and I'm sure other things as well. Now, what if there's bad weather? Well, they'll be giving the seedlings away in the Town Hall foyer. So be here at 9 to noon, Friday, April 26th at the Town Hall parking lot. Not here at the center, but at the Town Hall parking lot.
Very
Main
good.
Street, Harwich.
Yeah, okay.
And on that same weekend, the Cape and Islands Model Railroad Association is holding their last open house of the 2019 spring season. And that's going to be held, as I said, on that same weekend on Saturday from 11 in the morning to 4 p.m. in the afternoon. Admission and parking are free. Donations are appreciated always, and new members are always welcome. There's a huge O scale, which is Lionel, trains, HO and N scale layouts, switching demonstrations, and a white elephant table. And it is located over the Central Line Hobbies, 167 Corporation Road, Hyannis. And you can go online. On Facebook, they are called the Central Line Hobbies, and the phone number is 508-771-1244. And I don't know, Jamie, if you can get a close-up of that, but it gives you an idea of some of the train scales.
The layouts are
and the
unbelievable.
layouts.
They really
They're
are.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I guess it's a great take. So if you have any children or grandchildren or hubbies or whoever that might be interested, bring them along.
Yeah, a lot of adults are very serious collectors
we have
as
a
well.
couple of friends that are very
we do,
serious
we do.
collectors.
They have half their cellars covered with a train system,
Mm-hmm.
and some of them run on schedule. And
Some of them, like ours, sits in boxes,
yeah,
waiting
that's
for our
true.
son to transport them to California.
That's very, very true. Oh boy. Well, this is right around the corner. We've announced this before, and it is important. The blood drive is right around the corner on Wednesday, April 24th from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. right here at the Harwich Community Center. This is, of course, sponsored by Cape Cod Healthcare, and what's donated here stays here, and I think that is really important to emphasize.
It is.
Anybody that donates gets a complimentary Cumberland Farms gift card, and this is a new way to give back. Your blood is, of course, a life-saving commodity, and it's very much needed here on the Cape.
Especially with the upcoming season upon us almost, the tourist season.
That's right.
Because
So
accidents do happen when we have a lot of people.
if you are able to give, that's again Wednesday, April 24th from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Right here at the Community Center. So that's an important one.
Very good.
Let's see, you have another one there?
Oh, I do. Okay. Harwich Recreation and Youth will be providing town meeting childcare on May 6th, Monday, May 7th, Tuesday, and possibly May 8th, Wednesday. On-site childcare will be available at no cost through the Harwich Recreation Department at the community center right here, 7 p.m., kids of all ages, and space is limited, so you do need to pre-register. And that can be done by calling the Recreation and Youth Department at 508-430-7553. And they do request that you make your family reservations as early as possible. And do keep in mind that this year, May 8th may be the third night that they will need for town meeting. There's so many things on the
Yeah,
docket.
that's a possibility, and
Yeah.
you know, hopefully it won't go that long, but it very well might. There's a lot
no
on the warrant
excuse,
this year.
right?
Yeah, that's
No
right.
excuse not to
No
come.
excuse. On Saturday, April 27th, at 6:45 p.m., the doors and drinks, and for what? Well, there's going to be some music. And the Resurrection Folk Project in celebration of Art Week, and it's going to take place at the Harwich Cultural Center, which is, of course, the former middle school, right on Sisson Road. This is a great 4 veteran musicians, deeply rooted in the late 50s and 60s, on a mission to remind those who were there and to teach those who weren't that the power and message of shared music can shape a generation, and it certainly did. Raise consciousness and support those striving to make a better world, and we can remember that music. Certainly,
Yes, we can.
it did. It was a revolution.
Well,
that
we're
music.
taking a course right now in rock and roll and how it changed America.
That's right. If, let's see, it is again, I'll give you the date, it's again on April 27th. The doors open at 6:45 p.m. and music starts at 7:30. So
And that's happening during Art Week.
it is, it
Yes.
sure is. And Art Week is, this brochure is a great brochure, it really is. This is wonderful. And this is Art Week that is taking place April 26th through May 5th, 2019. Again, at different places. It's going to be at the Harwich Community Center, Monomoy Regional High School. It's in multiple venues here. So there's so much going on.
The
It's
library.
yeah, it's unbelievable.
Wow.
And
Cultural
also, of
center,
course,
of
the
course.
cultural. Yes, of course, the cultural center. And I can't believe how much is on here.
I know.
To go to. And this brochure is available, I believe, at the community center. Is that right? Yeah, it is available at the community center. You can see what's
And
going
probably
on.
the cultural center too.
And the cultural center, of course. So this is really something to attend. And we're going to find out more about it when Erica Strezpek sat down with Dinah to let us all know about Art Week. Let's take a look.
Hello, I'm delighted to be here with Erica Strezpek, who is the program aide at the Harwich Cultural Center. And there's so much going on there. Coming right up, there's a really, really big week, and that is Art Week. So Erica is here to tell us as much as she can in the short time allotted
Sure.
about everything that will be going on.
So Art Week kicks off April 26th through May 5th. Art Week is a 10-day statewide festival sponsored by the Bach Center and the Highland Street Foundation. So there's events happening all throughout the Commonwealth. This year in Harwich, we really made a push to take Art Week more town-wide for our community. Last year was very successful, and we wanted to kick it up a notch this year. So we have a full slate of activities all 10 days at the Harwich Cultural Center, but we also have brought in events to incorporate the Harwich Community Center. The Cape Verdean group is going to be giving a presentation led by Albert Rainio, and that's going to happen on Tuesday the 30th. Monomoy Regional High School is also offering Come Back to School. So they are doing, during periods 1, 2, and 3, they're doing tours of their visual and performing arts department, and they'll be doing small little quick take-home art projects. So the community is welcome to come to the high school, meet at the office, and head to class just like the old days.
Oh,
So that's a great partnership.
That's a wonderful
Really great,
partnership.
exciting
Yeah.
thing for the community to get in there and see what's happening in that school.
And they can just walk in.
They can walk
There's
in.
no reservation needed.
No reservation needed, but you do want to wait at the front office.
Yes, yes.
For an
People
escort.
would need to be checked in.
Yes, yep. Very, very safe over there. So, and of course, Brooks Free Library, they have a full slate of events happening for Art Week as well. So we're really happy to see them on board this year. So we're really excited about all the things that are happening. Some of the big highlights for the Cultural Center, certainly Saturday, April 27th is our big day. We'll have events happening all throughout the day, and then in the evening, the Harwich Cranberry Festival is going to have a concert, the Resurrection Folk Project, and as Bob described it last night at the Board of Selectmen's meeting, it's going to have a fun party-like atmosphere. So that will be quite exciting. We've also partnered with the Community Development Partnership. That's on Tuesday, and they'll be giving classes for small business, artists, people in the community who are interested in using a website. How do I do SEO for 101 for beginners, and doing Facebook for small businesses. So again, really taking a look at how the arts can impact the economy of our community. So there is a pre-registration for that as well. And really exciting, on Friday the 3rd, we'll be launching at the harbor the Seaside Marketplace, which is our new artisan shacks that are going to be opening up at the harbor this summer. So Senator Julian Sear will be down. The lead producer for Art Week herself, Sue Sullivan's going to be down. Members of the Harwich Board of Selectmen, and Tina Games of the Harwich Cultural Council. So we'll be giving a talk about the creative economy and how we're doing things here in Harwich, how that benefits everyone here in town, and giving tours of those new buildings. So we're really excited for that launch off.
I'm sure a lot of people will
Sure.
be excited to see the building.
Sure. And then
Yep.
not to be missed will be Light the Night, which is going to be tremendously exciting this year, which is going to be all 10 days. So I know it looks a little quiet over there at the building right now with just Art Week lit up. We're going to be kicking that up several notches, and you won't want to miss that. We'll be putting a little bit more out, but there'll be traffic entering from South Street and exiting on Sisson Road from the hours of 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. And there'll be quite an exciting light presentation that you will be delighted to look and hear. So,
And that's exterior or interior?
exterior lighting.
I
So you'll
see.
be in your car. You're going to
Oh,
tune your
oh.
radio to a certain channel, and we'll be sharing all the themes of that coming up quite shortly. So
Well,
very, very excited for
that's
that.
very
Children
new.
of all ages will be excited to see that. So
Yeah, and those hours are again from...
it's going to be from 7 to 10 each night throughout the 10 days of Art Week.
Wow. You got a lot going on.
We have a lot going on. It's exciting.
And meanwhile, you have all those artists just working like busy bees
They're
in
all-
your center all the time.
They're there. We have a lot giving demonstrations in studios or teaching classes.
During the art week
During
as
Art
well,
Week
so
itself.
people will really be able to see
Yes.
some of the things in
Yeah.
progress. And
Yeah. Or even do a drop-in class. Larry Folding's water classes will have kicked off by then. He does do a drop-in watercolor class for $20. So that's exciting. We'll have open art salons with Bernadette Waystack. That's free to come and just sort of converse about your art or start a new project. So the building is really growing, and the
Yes.
community is really starting to really embrace what they can do there.
yes, and Art Week will give it all that more visibility. So,
Absolutely.
Yep. And tell us the dates again.
So April 26th through May 5th. We'll have information
So-
posted on our new department website through the town of Harwich. We have information on our Facebook page. Sign up for our digital newsletter, which goes out once a month. There's links on both of those sites, or give us a call at the Community Cultural Center
Okay.
to get that information. And then we'll have flyers that will go out throughout the community to find out what's happening.
So there will be lots of opportunities
Ways to
to
find
out.
us.
Yes. Okay. Great. Well, thank you so much. And again, this is Dinah Lane from Harwich Channel 18. Thank you so much for coming, and we can't wait for Art Week.
Thanks for having me.
And we thank Erica and Dinah for their great interview and bringing us up to date. And
That's going to be quite a week.
yes,
Art
it
Week.
is.
Yes,
And I'm still looking at this brochure. There's
I
so much
know.
on it. It's
I know,
amazing.
we'll have to get a copy.
Yeah, no, it's really good. And folks, we'd like to remind you again that town meeting is May 6th and 7th in the gym here at the community center. It starts, usually a gavel goes down at 7 o'clock, and we want you to make sure that you attend, because there are a lot of big decisions this year. There really are.
Yes, there are.
And,
It's
you
a
know,
big warrant.
and there are child babysitting services and child care services that are here, so there's really no excuse. So get out to town meeting and, you know, let your vote count. One of the few places that still has direct town meeting.
That's right.
Yeah,
Take advantage, May 7th and 6th and 7th, and then possibly the 8th.
very good.
Yes.
We're going to end our show with a visit to the library, and Emily Carter is going to let us know what's going on down there. Always something big going on at the library. But for now, we will say goodbye. We will thank you again for joining us on behalf of all of us here at Channel 18. Thank you.
Yes, and take advantage of everything going on around town. There's a lot coming up.
There sure is. And stay tuned for Emily at the library.
Bye now.